Welcome to Nourish Bites, a podcast that's all about bringing you the latest and greatest in the world of nutrition, one bite-sized episode at a time. Join me, Sarah, as I navigate the complex and ever-changing landscape of food and nutrition, breaking down the latest research into simple and easy-to-digest pieces. As you're listening along, please keep in mind that the topics discussed in this show are aimed to provide general education and are not meant as individualised medical or nutritional advice. Hello, welcome back to Nourished Bites. I'm thrilled to have you joining me today for an episode that is going to shine the spotlight on the NOVA Processed Food Classification Scale. I'll dive deep into the framework while using scientific research to back up the information I present. So grab a cup of herbal tea, sit back, and let's get nourished. So, have you ever wondered how the foods you eat impact your overall health? Picture this, our ancestors relied on whole foods as the foundation of their diets, and it's no coincidence that they enjoyed health and vitality. Today, however, our grocery store shelves are lined with countless processed food options that often leave us feeling empty, both nutritionally and energetically. So how can we reclaim the power of whole foods in our modern lives? Enter the NOVA Processed Food Classification Scale. Developed by researchers, the NOVA scale provides a framework for categorizing foods based on the extent of processing they undergo. It helps us understand the different levels of food processing and their potential impact on our health. At its core, the scale classifies foods into 4 categories: unprocessed or minimally processed foods, processed culinary ingredients, processed foods, and ultra-processed foods. So let's explore each category in detail. Unprocessed or minimally processed foods include fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, foods that have undergone little to no modification. These whole foods retain their natural nutritional profile, providing us with essential vitamins, minerals, fibers, and so many other great nutrients. These whole foods retain their nutritional profile, providing us with essential vitamins, minerals, fiber, and so much more. Processed culinary ingredients, the second category, include substances extracted from whole foods such as oils, sugar, salt, and butter. While these ingredients may have undergone minimal processing, they're still closer to their whole food source compared to more heavily processed options. Now, the third category, processed foods. These foods undergo more substantial processing, often involving cooking, preservation, or the addition of certain ingredients. Examples include canned vegetables, bread, cheese, and yogurt. Although some nutritional value may be lost during processing, these foods can still be a part of a balanced diet. And finally, we have the fourth category, ultra-processed foods. This category represents the most heavily processed foods on the NOVA scale, typically made from a combination of refined ingredients, additives, and preservatives. Think of sugary cereals, fast food meals, packaged snacks, and soft drinks. These products are typically low in nutrients, high in saturated fats, added sugars and sodium, and may have a negative effect on our health when consumed in excess. So, to further understand the impact of processed foods on our health, let's turn to some scientific research. Numerous studies have shown that a diet predominantly composed of ultra-processed foods is commonly associated with an increased risk of chronic conditions, including obesity, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. On the other hand, embracing whole foods and minimalizing our reliance on processed options has been linked to improved overall health, better weight management, and a reduced risk of chronic diseases. For instance, a study published in the British Medical Journal revealed that individuals who consumed a higher proportion of ultra-processed food had a greater risk of cardiovascular disease. And another study conducted by the National Cancer Institute found that a diet rich in whole foods, such as fruits, veggies, and whole grains, was associated with a lower risk of cancer. So, what can we do to incorporate more whole foods into our daily life? I'm going to share some practical strategies and tips for incorporating more whole foods into your diet. Make it a habit to top up your plate with colourful variety of fruits and veggies. They're so rich in many vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that will nourish your body. Opt for whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, whole wheat bread, and oats. They are packed with fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, and they'll provide you a more sustained energy and support your overall health. Prepare homemade meals using fresh ingredients wherever possible. By cooking from scratch, you have so much more control over the quality and the nutritional content of your meals. Learn how to read food labels. When purchasing packaged foods, reading the ingredients list and looking for products with minimal recognizable ingredients will help avoid those with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. Set aside some time each week to plan and prepare your meals in advance. This helps you make healthier choices and saves time during those busy weekdays. If you need help with this, I have a meal prep planner template in the show notes that you can print off, laminate, and use a whiteboard pen for your weekly planning. Experience with herbs and spices. Enhance the flavor of your dishes with a variety of herbs and spices that not only add a delicious taste, but so many offer health promoting properties as well. Now, I know everyone says this, but drink plenty of water throughout the day. Hydration is essential for optimal health. It'll support your digestion, metabolism, your overall well-being, and it's amazing how many headaches are relieved just by having a glass of water. Now, finally, practice mindful eating. Slow down, savor each bite, and listen to your body's hunger and fullness cues. Mindful eating allows you to appreciate the flavors and the textures of those whole foods while fostering a healthy relationship with your food. So let's quickly recap the main points that we've covered. We explored the Nova Processed Food Classification Scale, which categorized those foods based on their level of processing. And if you want to check out more, there's a link in the show notes to the Nova website. We chatted about incorporating more whole foods into your diet, like fruits, veggies, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, as they all fall under the unprocessed or minimally processed category and offer so many nutritional benefits. Processed foods can still be part of your balanced diet, while ultra-processed foods should try and be avoided to limit their negative impacts on your health. So thank you so much for joining me today on Nourished Bites. I hope you find this episode inspiring because embracing whole foods and reducing our reliance on those heavily processed options can really transform your health and make you feel so much better. Please subscribe to my podcast, leave a review, and share it with others who are on their own nourishing journey. Thank you for listening to Nourished Bites. I'm your host, Sarah, and I'll see you next time with more juicy chats to sink your teeth into.